Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Cheltenham Racecourse here on Tuesday. It is March the 14th, 2017. It's day one of the 2017 Cheltenham Festival, and it's going to be a great next 4 days of racing. I will have full card preview and selections here on YouTube, so join me each of those days. This year's festival is going to be great. It's a little bit of a special. It's the 10th really Cheltenham I really remember getting into it really about 10 years ago with the Gold Cup winner. Who was it? I can't think of his name right now. Koto Star. That was my first Cheltenham, because to tell you the story about it, it's kind of funny, but during the Cheltenham Festival 2007, I was just totally sick. Had food poisoning from a local restaurant during the whole week. I felt better, and in a 1 in a million, they were showing the Cheltenham Festival here on American television, and I saw Koto Star win it. It's also a year of 10 years. Also, it's 10 years since a little bit of funny thing. It's 10 years since Janet Street Porters tried selling served horse meat to the punters at Cheltenham. That means in a few weeks, it's 10 years since Gordon Ramsay got horse crap put on his restaurant in Claridge's. But it's a lot of 10 years, as you can tell. But I'm going to look at all the races on today's program. There's seven of them. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And please subscribe to me here on YouTube. So now let's get on to race number 1 from Cheltenham. It is the 1:30 post time. Goes off at 9:30 here in the United States, so here in New York City, so I have to be up for it. The 1:30 from Cheltenham, the first race is the Sky Bet Supreme Novice Hurdle. It's a Grade 1 race for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $154,000. That's in American currency, so don't get confused. For 4-year-olds and upwards, Novice Hurdle Grade 1. We have a field of 14 horses going 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the hurdle course. My top pick in this race, I'm going to go to the one horse, Ballyandy. I'm going to include this horse here into a tricast or a trifecta. I'm going to go 176. 176. Number 1, Ballyandy, 3-1. Sam Twiston Davies is on this. Nigel Twiston Davies, 6-year-old gelding out of KF Tara. Most recently, this horse had to start about a month ago at Newbury, 2 miles over the hurdle course in the Betfair Hurdle, the Grade 3 Betfair Hurdle. This horse really won easily by 3/4 length in a field of 16 horses. Made a believer out of me that day. He just had a very good run. First start since the Sandown in December, and he just, it was a great victory. Start before in December 2nd at Sandown, 2.5 miles over the hurdles in the Grade 2 Neptune Investment Management Novice Hurdle. Horse finished second by half length that day as a favorite, behind Mercedes Abo. This horse just he was going that day, but he needed a little extra kick in the final furlong or over the final fence in the run-in. He did go to a little bit of layoff after that, and he ran well. I think today, second off the layoff, where he'll be even more fit, he should have a great run. So I'm going to use this horse here as a top pick. Before I finish with this horse, I have to say he did win the Champion Bumper Stakes here last season at Cheltenham at the last Cheltenham Festival 2016. But he's coming to this race very good. He'll be my top pick here in this one. So to recap my bets for the first race, the 1:30 from Cheltenham, it's the Sky Bet Supreme Novice Hurdle. Gonna go with the one horse Ballyandy. Gonna go 176. 176 in the tricast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 2 from Cheltenham. The 2:10 post time. It is the Racing Post Arkle Challenge Trophy Novice Chase. It's a Grade 1 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $215,500. Again, in American currency, so don't get confused. I'm not going to mention after this about American currency. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going the 2-mile distance over the chase course. And my top pick of this one, I tried picking away from this horse, but I kept going back to this one. That's the 2-horse Altour. He looks very hard to beat on paper. Gonna go 2-3-9 in the tricast or the trifecta. The only way you're gonna make money in this race is hitting the tricast, so make sure you have your tickets, because if you put a win bet on this horse, you're not gonna make anything, that's for sure. But number 2, Altour, Nico de Bonneville is on this 1-5 shot here, trained by by Nicky Henderson. Most recently, this horse had started on the 11th of February at Newbury, 2 miles over the chase course in the Betfair Exchange Chase. Horse won easily by 13 lengths. A great, easy, clear victory that day. It's just an all-around great race. First start since December the 27th. That was at Kempton, 2 miles over the chase course in third to Red Wayward Lad Novice Chase. Horse won by 18 lengths. Destroyed the field again. Great victory. I feel like Donald Trump with my hands, but that asshole. But start before at Sandown, December 3rd in the Racing Post Henry, the Novice Chase. Horse won by 6 lengths. Again, another easy victory. So he's been pretty perfect over the chases since he started going over them in November. He had a victory over the hurdles last Cheltenham Festival. I think he'll have a great run here today. So he looks very hard to beat here on paper. So to recap my bets for the second race, the 2:10 post time from Cheltenham. It's the Racing Post Arkle Challenge Trophy Novice Chase. Gonna go with the 2-horse Altour. Gonna go 2-3-9 in the TriCast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 3. The third race from Cheltenham, the 2:50 post time, is the Ultima Handicap Chase. It's grade 3 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $129,000. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. We have a field, if we could get my iPad to load, technology is great. We have a field of 24 horses tackling the 3 miles and 1/8 distance over the steeplechase course, and this is a very wide open race. I found a horse I really like, and he's at great odds of 20-1. That's the number 22 horse, A Good Skin. Gonna include this horse here into a trifecta or a tricast. I'm gonna go 22-1-12. 22-1-12. Number 22, A Good Skin, my top pick. 20-1, Richard Johnson is on this Tom Jordan trained 8-year-old gelding out of Presenting. Most recently, this horse had a start on the 1st of January, New Year's Day, locally at Cheltenham, 3 miles and a quarter in a handicap chase for Class 2 horses. Currently, we are still waiting for this horse to finish the race. He finished 9th by 41 lengths. Hopefully, by the time this race goes off, he'll be just about finished to get to the starting line to run in this one. He just really did not like the ground. It was incredibly wet that day. It just wasn't to his liking. Hopefully today the ground will be to his liking. Start before December the 9th locally at Cheltenham. 3 miles and a quarter in the grade 3 Unicoin Group handicap chase. This horse had an okay 4th place finish by 9 3/4 lengths. He was jumping okay, but in the final run-in, he just needed a little extra kick. If he jumps okay and stays clear of fallers and some traps on the course, I think he should do well. He runs every other race for some reason. If you look at his form, every other race is a good race, and then you have a bad race, good race, bad race. Start before was a bad race at Ascot, the Stexel Gold Cup handicap chase back in October. The horse finished 6th by 8 3/4 lengths, and he was jumping okay, but again he didn't really run that. He needed a little extra movement in the final furlong. He didn't get it, and that Chepstow back in October in the handicap chase, he finished 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths. A decent 3rd place finish, closing up that day. So I think he'll run a big one here today, 20-1. You need to, in this kind of field, you need to find a nice quality and nice priced horse because it's very wide open. So to recap my bets for the third race from Cheltenham, it's the 2:50 post time. It's the Ultima Handicap Chase, the grade 3 Ultima Handicap Chase. Gonna go to the number 22 horse, A Good Skin. I'm gonna go 22-1-12. 22-1-12 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 4, the 4th race from Cheltenham, the 3:30 post time. It's the Stan James Champion Hurdle Challenge Trophy. It's the grade 1 race here for Class 1 horses. It's the big one today. Going for a purse of $492,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 12 horses going 2 miles or 3,200 meters over the hurdle course. And, there are 2 horses I really like. I like the, as a top pick, I'm going to go to the 8-horse Petite Monsieur. He just, on paper at 520, looks like a little better value than the 12-horse Janworth. Janworth is a great horse, but I just want to get a little better of a price here. If he comes in, congrats to him, Janworth, because he looks very hard to beat on paper too, but I really, at 5-1, Petite Monsieur is very interesting, and I think he could go up in the odds here in the United States with, because we use tote pools and stuff, we don't use the exchange wagering. So if he could go, the 8-horse Petite Montour could go up to maybe 8-1 here in the States, which I think might be possible. I think you could get better value with it. So I'm going to go with the 8-horse Petit Montour as top pick. I'm going to go 8, 12, 10 in the TriCast or the trifecta. Number 8, Petite Montour. B.J. Cooper is on this 5-1 shot, 6-year-old gelding, trained by Henry de Bromhead. Most recently, his horse had a start in Ireland, January 29th, Leopardstown, 2 miles of the hurdles in the Grade 1 BHP Insurance Irish Champion Hurdle. Horse won by a length that day, 90 cents to a dollar. Ran like a 90 cents to a dollar horse should do. Just had an easy victory. At the wire, the horse was, gearing down, but it was it was a great race. Start before in the Grade 1 Ryanair Hurdle, Leopardstown, December 29th. This horse won by 7 lengths that day. It was an improvement off his start before, but it was a great run. Start before at Newcastle, probably his worst race of the jumping season so far, probably one of his worst races of a lifetime. That came to StanJames.com fighting 5th hurdle. This horse didn't finish that day, he fell. Disappointing fall. Like I said, it was probably his worst race to date. But he did improve dramatically. He had a dramatic improvement after this, and he's been very good since then. But start before, he was running in Ireland. He finished 3rd in his first race back off a layoff. He needed the race, and at the end of the season last year, he ran in the Herald Champion Novice Hurdle at Punchestown back in April. Finished second by half length. Was an okay second place finish, and had a very good second place finish behind Bouvardier at Aintree last year in top novice hurdle, 40-1 too. It's a great price on this horse. He would have got last year, and he ran a hell of a race. But I think in this spot he'll run a good one. He's been coming to the race very good. He's off a little bit of a layoff, which I like. I don't like horses that are coming off like a 2-week layoff at the Cheltenham Festival. I like a horse that has a little bit of a break. So I think he'll have a good run. So let me use him as a top pick. So to recap my bets for the 4th race, the 3:30 from Cheltenham, it's St. James Champion Hurdle Challenge Trophy, Grade 1 race here. Gonna go with the 8-horse Petite Montour. Gonna go 8, 12, 10, 8, 12, 10 in the TriCast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 5 from Cheltenham, the 5th race, the 4:10 post time. It is the the OLBG Mares Hurdle. It's Grade 1 race here for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $135,500. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 18 horses going the 2 miles and 1/2 distance over the hurdle course. And my top pick in this one, I couldn't pick away from number 18, Vrum Vrum Mag. He's been very good so far this year, and he's a great horse. Gonna go 18, 10, 8 in the TriCast, the trifecta. But number 18, Vrum Vrum Mag, 2-1, with Paul Townsend, who's on this 8-year-old mare. Most recently, this horse had to start at Doncaster, 28th of January, 2 miles and 1/8 in the OLBG.com Doncaster Mares Hurdle. Horse won by a head that day, 20 cents to the dollar. Ran like a 20 cents to the dollar horse should run. Easy, great victory. Start before in the financial Christmas Hurdle at Leopardstown back in December. Horse won by 1 1/4 lengths. Again, a great run for this one with Ruby Walsh up that day. And then a Fairy House back in December. First off of a very long layoff in the Bar 1 Racing Hatton Grace Hurdle. Horse finished second by nose, and he just, he needed the race. You noticed that while you watched the replay. But since then, he's been pretty perfect. Ran at the festival last year. She won this race last year. After this, they took this horse to the Punchestown Festival. She won there. She won the race at Ascot last January. She had a very good season last year. Minus that one little fault at Fairy House back in December, she should have another great run here today. I know it's a short price, but she looks very hard to beat, so I'm going to use her as a top pick. So to recap my bets for the 5th race, the 3:10 post time, the 4:10 post time from Cheltenham, it's the OLBG Mares Hurdle. Gonna go with the 18-horse Vrum Vrum Mag. Gonna go 18, 10, 8. 18, 10, 8 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 6. The 6th race from Cheltenham, the 4:50 post time, is the J.T. McNamara National Hunt Challenge Cup for amateur riders, novice chase. It's a Class One race here for Grade Two horses going for a Class One chase. Going for a purse of $147,500. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. Fields of 18 horses going the distance of ground of 4 miles. It's just less than 4 miles, but let's round it up to 4 miles about over the chase course. My top pick in this one, I'm going to go to the 3-horse, number 3, Apige de Aline. Going to go 3-12-8 in the tricast of the trifecta, 3-12-8. But number 3, Apige de Aline, 12-1. Mr. W. Biddick is in the saddle for Paul Nichols. Most recently, this horse had a start on the 18th of February at Ascot, 3 miles over the chase course in the Grade 2 Sodexo Reynoldstown Novice Chase. As the favorite, this horse finished fourth by 6.5 lengths. Now, he just did not run that well. It just wasn't his day to win. It was his first start in 6 weeks. Maybe he needed the start. Maybe they didn't want to push the horse that day. Maybe they wanted to save a little bit in the tank for the Cheltenham Festival, which I hope they really did. I hope what they're doing because he should run well here because he likes this ground. But he just didn't look himself that day. So hopefully he needed the race here. He should really do well second off the layoff. Start before on New Year's Day at Cheltenham, 3 miles and a quarter in handicap chase for Class 2 horses. Horse finished third by 1 3/4 lengths behind Torre des Champs as the favorite, 7-2. He just basically just moped around the turf course. It was very wet again that day, and maybe he didn't like a piece of the ground. I'm not sure. And then start before December 9th at Cheltenham, 3 miles and 8th in the novice chase. Horse finished second by 2.5 lengths, and he had a decent second place finish. Was closing up to that day, but just needed a little extra kick to get the victory. And then he won his novice chase back in Aintree back in November. Easy victory, winning by 10 lengths. He's very nice over the chases this year. He's won once, but he's been up there his last few starts. I think second off the layoff. Maybe Paul Nichols, he's a mad genius. Maybe he was saving this horse for this race, and maybe he'll run a big one. 12-1, I like the odds on this one here in the United States. So to recap my bets for the 6th race, the 4:50 post time from Cheltenham, it's the JT McNamara National Hunt Challenge Cup Amateur Riders Novice Chase. Gonna go with the 3-horse Apige de Aline. Gonna go 3-12-8, 3-12-8 in the tricast or the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 7, the 7th race, the final race on today's program. It's the 5:30 post time. It's the Close Brothers Novice Handicap Chase, listed chase here, going for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $86,000. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. Field of 20 horses going the 2 miles and 1/2 distance over the chase course. My top pick in this one, I'm going to go to the 5-horse, number 5, Foxtail Hill. Going to go 5-11-9. 5-11-9 in the tricast of the trifecta, but number 5, Foxtail Hill, 5-1. William Twiston Davies is on this. Nigel Twiston Davies trained 8-year-old gelding. Most recently, this horse had a start on the 28th of January locally at Cheltenham, 2 miles 5/8 in the Hugo Restaurant Barbados Trophy Handicap Chase. Horse won by length that day, 12-1, and he really was running incredibly well. It was an all-around great victory for this horse. Today, probably this horse's very best victories. It was just a great run for this one against some very tough horses. Personally, I think that field was a lot tougher than the one he's facing today. So in my eyes, it's a step down class in my eyes. But it was a great run. Start before in a handicap chase for Class 3 horses at Kempton, 2 miles and 9/16 on January the 14th. Again, this horse won by 18 lengths with Sam Twiston Davies up. It was just an easy, great victory for this horse. And then handicap chase at Haddock Park, December the 17th, 2 miles. This horse finished 5th by 9 1/4 lengths. It was an all-out race, but he just needed a little extra give that to. He just didn't have it. But his last 2 were very good. He jumps very well. Like I said, he looks like he's going to be jumping down the class ladder to this race than he did last time out at Cheltenham in the Hugo Barbados Trophy Handicap Chase. That was a little that was tougher horses. But I'm going to take my chances with this one here today. So to recap my bets for the 7th race from Cheltenham, it's the 5:30 post time. It's the Close Brothers Novice Handicap Chase. Going to go with the 5-horse Foxtail Hill. Going to go 5-11-9. 5-11-9 here in the tricast or the trifecta. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And remember to please subscribe to me here on YouTube and join me the rest of the week for the Cheltenham Festival. Good luck, everybody.